Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos. Got a really amazing process that's unfolding this morning, this Friday morning, June 17th. I'm recording this at 9:10 a.m., but this has been going on since around 7 o'clock this morning. First of all, I got my coffee here. I want to say hello to Hill Farm Elementary, out for the summer, of course, but I've talked to Hill Farm a couple of times, and thank you for the coffee mug. Really appreciate that. So nice morning for some coffee. Hot and humid. We got some relief on the way as well. But this is a really unique situation. A thunderstorm has developed its own circulation, and I didn't notice it until I put it into motion. You don't notice it just looking at it. You're like, oh, there's a thunderstorm, and it's causing some flooding issues up in Marion and Baxter County in north central Arkansas. But when you put it into motion, you actually see this rotation, the whole thunderstorm is turning. And here, I'll put it into motion here for you. You can see what I'm talking about. You see that? Just to the west of Mountain Home, going over Marion County, just some amazing stuff. It has developed its own area of low pressure aloft, its own circulation, and these look like almost like feeder bands right in here. Let's see if I can get that going again. Little banding features there on the south side of it. If this was over warm ocean water like the Gulf of Mexico, where the temperatures are greater than 80 degrees Fahrenheit, this could develop further, expand, develop more thunderstorms. It could eventually become a tropical system. But what will happen is this will die out. It's over land, but it's just a very interesting feature. The main threat from this is very heavy rainfall and flooding rainfall and some frequent lightning. So while this will diminish, this pocket of colder air aloft continues, and it's going in that spin, it's going to drift towards the south, and there could be the reason why the culprit for and the catalyst for thunderstorms develop a little bit later on. We also have a front coming in as well. Let me see here what we got here. Whoops. Nope, that's not what I want to show you. Here we go. This is the HRRR, what I call the pirate model. These short-range models have been abysmal lately. Just horrible. And this is at 9 o'clock, so it's picking up on the thunderstorm, but it's showing it as light rain, right where it should be. It's also showing thunderstorm development east of that, northeastern Arkansas, and there's none of that. So I can take a look at the radar right now. I'm pulling that up right now, and we'll see that this is not verifying. The only thing that's verifying is the actual thunderstorm over here, which it presents as light rain, and then nothing across northeastern Arkansas. So I just wanted to show you what radar has and how it's not doing a very good job, these short-range models, of picking this up. However, with that said, I do think we're going to see later on today, this is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just show 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is not going to be right. But I would say in this general area, though, this is where it's showing thunderstorms. This is where you have a chance for isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms today. A front's coming in from the northeast. And again, I refuse to call it a cold front in the summertime. It's just a front. But the main threat from these thunderstorms would be locally heavy rainfall, frequent lightning, and some gusty winds. The hail threat isn't all that great. And the severe threat is very low. But then whatever does develop, again, don't take this literally. Whatever develops is going to push off towards the south and diminish tonight. So let's see if I get the right one here. Let me see. I'm clicking around. I got all these models up. Okay, these are dew point temperatures. This is the relief I'm talking about. And these are dew point numbers. The higher the number, the more uncomfortable the air. And this is from the GFS off of weatherbell.com. And it's showing dew points like they have been the past few days. This is the reason why you walk outside and it just feels so muggy, so horrible outside. And, the actual air temperature is not that bad for this time of the year. It's in the mid-90s, which is, hey, June. That's June in Arkansas. But there's so much moisture in the air. That's why the heat index has been quite high. But you got these dew point values. You can see pooling near that, just along and south of that front, in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. That's just outrageous dew point values in the forecast for today. But watch what happens for tomorrow, the same time period tomorrow. The dew point temperature 60s across the north and lower 70s. Now that's still very muggy air, but we're going to knock 5 to 10 degrees off of the dew point values, and that should prevent the heat index from getting up to 105 degrees or greater. That's the threshold for the issuance of a heat advisory. So I think the heat index values, and it has to be 105 or greater for an hour. But I think even though it's going to be very humid, the edge is going to come off of the high humidity. And then let's go into Father's Day. 71. So again, you see some 60 dew point readings showing up in northeastern Arkansas, northwest Arkansas, and then near 70 to 73 degree dew points across the remainder of the state. So again, not a huge break at all, but it's something. Now, let's get, I haven't clicked on the right map this whole time. Let's move this. This is the European model. Some very interesting things I want to show you here. This is at 500 millibars, and this is at about 20,000 feet up. You see this ridging. This is the reason why we're hot and mostly dry. You see some embedded disturbances within that. But anyway, a ridge, and that's summertime. But look what happens. Let me just go down further down the road. This is, gosh, I got to make sure I get the times right on this. This is Tuesday, early Tuesday. Look at the ridge here. It's now moving towards the western United States. This ridge is going to migrate to the west, all right? And as that happens, remember, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So as this migrates towards the west, that's going to allow a trough to develop across the central and especially the eastern United States. So this is Wednesday. There's the ridge, and notice we're now under a northwesterly wind flow aloft. I think the GFS, I haven't looked at the GFS specifically, but I think it takes it a little bit further towards the west. But anyway, the point is that should drive a front in, and there could be some disturbances. So our rain chances may go up a little bit, not to the point where we're getting a rain out or a washout or anything like that, but some thunderstorm chances will come back in. And after a very hot Tuesday of next week, I think the temperatures start to come down. Not a lot, but when you have this northwesterly wind flow aloft, it takes the core of the heat further towards the western United States. So in summary, what I would expect is, the edge to come off the high heat and humidity a little bit this weekend. It's going to go back up Monday and Tuesday ahead of a front because this northwesterly wind flow develops, so we'll send a front. So ahead of that boundary, it's going to pop back up Monday and Tuesday and then down again. I think we'll get a little relief by the middle to end of next week, and with that comes some thunderstorm chances. And then you have this, which is just, to me, I'm geeking out this morning looking at that. Just some amazing stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.